With loving greetings, all souls at this station. This is us. We are observing that the long-entrenched dark cabal which held power over your world is finally crumbling at its very core. For ages, a hidden consortium of dark entities both on Earth and off-world orchestrated much of your planet's destiny from behind the scenes. We are pleased to inform you that these secret overseers have been neutralized by the combined efforts of our galactic light forces and courageous allies within your world's Earth Alliance, with their extraterrestrial commanders removed from play. The remaining earthly minions of this cabal are losing direction and coherence. They once believed their rule was unassailable, but now their grip on power is slipping away irrevocably. They scramble in confusion, attempting reactive maneuvers that falter almost as soon as they begin, hour by hour. Their elaborate web of control is disintegrating. What remains of their influence has shrunk into isolated pockets of authority that cannot sustain any unified agenda. The once formidable dark hierarchy is in its final twilight, powerless against the rising frequencies of love and light now enveloping Earth. Indeed, as the longest night yields to the dawn, the victory of the light is not just possible, but inevitable and very near at hand. The situation in the Middle East, with Iran and Israel, is the beginning of the end. You will witness swift escalations and even swifter resolutions in the coming weeks and months of your time. And this is one key marker. As the covert scaffolding of control collapses in the spiritual and energetic realms, corresponding cracks are appearing in your visible institutions and systems. One prime example is the unfolding political arena in your world. The most recent election cycle in your United States has become a grand illumination catalyst, a kind of holographic drama through which deeper truths will be revealed throughout your next 12 months. Expect to see heated clashes between opposing narratives on the surface. Yet remember that the true story underlying all the commotion is the same. Those hidden actors who long pulled strings from behind the curtain are now reluctantly relinquishing their grip. They can no longer manipulate outcomes as they once did, because the growing discernment and awakening of the collective consciousness is undoing their influence. We urge you, dear ones, to observe these events without emotional entanglement. The election spectacle and other media-driven dramas were deliberately designed to trigger your fear and anger, to lure you back into the old matrix of division. Do not give them your energy now that it's over. Remain neutral and centered in your heart's wisdom, and simply witness as the old stagecraft exposes itself. By standing firm in calm neutrality, you allow the truth to surface unimpeded by collective hysteria. The collapse of the facade will become evident for all to see. And it will do so with far less turmoil if you hold your peace and light throughout the process. Throughout the planet, a new energy framework is taking hold. A crystalline photonic grid woven by the hearts of awakened souls. The consistent high-frequency resonance emanating from millions of starseeds, lightworkers, and enlightened individuals has linked up to form a shimmering network of light around Earth. Many of you who carry the light have already raised your personal vibration into the mid-fourth density and even higher, touching the fringes of fifth-dimensional consciousness. In doing so, you are acting as stabilizers and anchors for the even more intense fifth-dimensional energies now streaming into your world. This planetary light grid grows broader and stronger each day, serving as an energetic foundation for New Earth. Know that every moment you choose love, compassion, and forgiveness over fear or anger, you reinforce this global matrix of light. Of course, you may still experience moments of anger, sorrow, or frustration. You are human, but understand that each spike of lower emotion can temporarily create a weak spot in the collective field. Do not worry, for the coherence of many loving hearts, working in unison, can rapidly repair any such disturbance. The directive for all Starkin is clear. Continue to cultivate your inner brightness and stability until radiating light becomes as effortless as breathing. As you hold this steady high frequency, the grid self rejoice in knowing that as long as you sustain this unified field of love, no external force can break or dismantle it. The power of your collective light is now far greater than any remaining shadow. Your sun, together with the great central sun of the galaxy, is now delivering intensified waves of light, encoded with solar codes to assist in humanity's transformation. Each solar flare and cosmic burst of gamma photon energy carries intelligent information that penetrates your cells and activates long-dormant potentials within your DNA. This is not merely a metaphor or spiritual allegory, it is truly happening on a biological level. The high-frequency plasma particles streaming in are interacting with your very DNA, unlocking dormant strands and encouraging your genetic blueprint to shift from a carbon-based structure toward a more crystalline, multi-dimensional form. As a result, many of you are experiencing unusual physical and emotional sensations. You might feel periods of extreme fatigue, dizziness or vertigo, pressure in your head, disrupted sleep patterns, or waves of intense emotion ranging from unexplained sorrow to euphoric joy. Do not be alarmed by these ascension symptoms. They are clear signals that profound upgrades are underway in your body and spirit. We advise you to lean sensibly into this solar energy. Spend a little time in sunlight each day if you can, allowing these golden codes to enter your field. Always being mindful of your physical limits. Hydrate abundantly with pure mineralic water to help your cells integrate the new frequencies. You may find it helpful to nourish yourself with high-vibration foods and to rest more than usual. Honor your body's needs and trust that each ache or flutter you feel is part of your inner architecture being recast for multidimensional bandwidth. Embrace these changes, for they herald the reawakening of your divine blueprint. Amid these intense shifts, one of the most radical and impactful services you can offer the world is unwavering self-care and self-love. Nurturing yourself at this juncture is not selfish. It is a strategic necessity for the light. Treat your body as the sacred vessel of your soul. Speak kindly to it and about it. Give yourself credit and celebrate even small victories each day, as this positive reinforcement steadily raises your vibration. Equally important, withdraw your focus from any information sources that loop fear, anger, or despair. That means limiting exposure to fear-mongering news, divisive social media, and negative influences that drain your energy. This is not ignoring the world's problems. It is preventing your life force from being sapped by the old matrix's drama. When external or internal storms intensify, prioritize rest and recovery. Remember that sleep is a powerful spiritual tool. In the dream state, your higher self works to integrate the incoming light codes into your being. Honor your need to sleep or nap when your body signals without guilt. Nourish your mind and nerves with uplifting input, calming music, gentle theta wave frequencies, moments of laughter and play, chi nature, and deep, conscious breaths to increase your oxygen intake. Feed your body nutrient-rich, living foods that support high-frequency energy. Understand that none of this is indulgence or escapism. It is energy, maintenance, and protection. By keeping yourself balanced and joyful, you create a field that dark forces cannot penetrate. For there is no low vibration in you for them to latch on to. Your personal well-being is a fortress of light. Tending to it lovingly is how you serve the whole, because a stable, high-frequency presence like yours uplifts all of humanity. As the truth continues to emerge, you will witness events in the collective that may appear chaotic or even catastrophic. Financial systems may wobble. Trusted institutions may collapse under the weight of their own contradictions and deceptions. Regional conflicts could flare up suddenly and then just as quickly fizzle out. It is important that you do not fall into panic or despair when these upheavals occur. Understand that each apparent crisis or eruption is actually serving as a catalyst for transformation in the global consciousness. Think of these upheavals as pressure release events that are reshaping the shared world dream. The outdated structures of fear and control are cracking, and that breakdown can look like chaos when viewed up close. Yet from our higher vantage point, we assure you it is all part of the divine plan to cleanse and awaken humanity. Scrubby, clearing the path for a new way of life. Your role in moments of turbulence is to meet them with equanimity and compassion by observing each situation calmly and sending love into it instead of anxiety or outrage. You truly help transmute the energy of the event. Dense emotional charges can be alchemized into creative power that feeds and reinforces the emerging light grid of Earth. In practice, whenever you encounter turmoil, pause to take a deep breath, center yourself in your heart, and consciously release any fear or judgment. You might visualize the scenario bathed in brilliant source light. Know that your balanced response is powerful. By holding an alchemical stance of neutrality and love, you turn potential crises into spiritual breakthroughs. Remember the simple mantra of the adepts: observe, breathe, transmute, release. Even the fiercest storm can be guided toward a higher good when met with this consciousness. On the personal level, each of you is experiencing a unique journey of ascension and awakening, and no two paths look exactly the same. All of these individual stories form pieces of a unified mosaic of planetary transformation. Many of you have dealt with upheavals in your lives, rifts in your family, the ending of important relationships, changes in career or location, sudden shifts in your beliefs and priorities. Understand that these events are not random. They are meaningful parts of your awakening. They are synchronized initiations and lessons orchestrated by your soul in alignment with divine timing to catalyze your growth at this pivotal time. Old 3D situations and structures that no longer match your rising frequency are naturally falling away, making space for the 5D-lined life you are creating. Honor your own sacred curriculum, and likewise recognize that others are walking their own parallel paths to enlightenment.